G'day gamers, Wybot here, a filthy Wybot74 with a commentary video for you. And before I get started, look, I am well aware that the last video I did, there was an echo. The echo is not my microphone. The echo was Old Mate Badger's connection, his microphone. Every time I'm in a party with Old Mate Badger, there is a bit of replay or, reverb or, echoing because I don't know what he does. Sometimes his batteries are running low or his connection's not right with his Turtle Beasts or whatever headsets he got, and it just happens that way. But the microphone isn't the best, but I can tweak it and work it around here. And the reason I want to get the microphone working better is because people, well, I do get quite bugged and annoyed at myself that my lips don't sync in when I use the Blue Snowball microphone. That's the problem. I'll work on that. Bear with me. I'm a noob. We'll work it all out. Now, before I get started, now into the commentary, people. This is a match of Overpass from last night with Purtify, whatever you want to call himself. New Zealand Killer Beast, that's what I'm going to call him. And Old Mate Badger. And I haven't played Gears of War 3 in a while. I jumped on late last night. I got a couple of these matches, and I got this match. And I go off. I don't think I only die once. And the reason I go off is, well, yes, I'm killing bots, but people are lancering and using the retro. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up again, people, is Gears of War 3 and 2 and 1 are going to have backwards compatibility. I've just got a message on Xbox Live by Elder Succubus. Thanks for sharing, bro. So it's all active with power CDs now. Whack it in, and all DLC will come over later. You have to do it manually. Once you put disc in, it does it automatically. But what I'm trying to say is, more and more people are going to be playing Gears of War. They are. Pure and simple. Now, with that said, people, challenge yourself. Do not use the retro. Do not sit back and Lancer over the top or Hammerburst. Use it as a tactic as they do in Gears of War. And look, I do something stupid here, and there's nothing wrong with somebody using the Lancer in this incident's coming up soon. But what I will say is, when you just constantly sit back and camp and don't use the Nasher or push yourself, you're really limiting yourself and how much fun you can have with this game. And not only that, when you're up against a bunch of players, and there will be a lot of players out there, newbies to the Gears scene, that know the maps of Gears 2 and 3 better than you will ever know, and they will get around you, and they'll make your existence on the game very, very unpleasant, like I'm doing here now, just killing these bots. A few of the players left because they thought they could camp in an Overpass. And when it comes to maps like Overpass and Gears of War 3, and you're thinking you're just going to easily get up the top to the Lancer and use the retro and own it, you're not. When you got people like New Zealand Killer Beast or Purtify or whatever you want to call him, and Old Mate Badger, you're not. They're going to push and they're going to kick your butt. And why they're going to push and kick your butt? It's because they forced themselves to learn with the Nasher. Gears of War is a Nasher orientated game. Always has been, always will be. Now, look, I can understand using the Lancer and the Hammerburst here and there and the Snub Pistol for strategy games, but when it comes to TDM, King of the Hill, places like that, you've just got to use the Nasher. And it's a lot more fun. And you're talking to a guy, you're hearing this from a guy who was a mega noob with the Nasher until he forces himself to get in there. I'm still a noob, but not a mega noob. And that's what I'm trying to say, and it makes the game a hell of a lot of fun. And I've noticed this in the Gears community because people are worried about their KD. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I used to worry about my KD here and there. I don't anymore. Because KD's for MLG pros. And last time I checked, there ain't many MLG pros out there in the gear scene here in Australia. You might think you are. But really, get with the program. You know what I'm saying, kiddies? So, push yourself. Use the Lancer and the Hammerburst as a tactic to push people here and there. But when I say push yourself, literally push yourself when you're playing this game. Use the Nasher. Because you're going up against people in this country, particularly in New Zealand, which will make your life a living hell. I'm not going to lie to you there, people. I'm not. You're going to be teabagged, unripped, wall banged, the whole lot if you just use the Lancer and the retro. Now, I know Lady Luck and people that use the retro here and there, I think that was more of a connection issue. I played Gears of War 3 last few times to play. The connection's been better on it than it has been for Gears UE. And I think more and more people are going to play the Gears. And what my message to you in the Gears community is have fun as I frag and tag that bloke. And I didn't do that one. But, this is what I'm saying, people. I'm having a lot of fun running around here because I got pushing mates. And a lot of these other guys raged because their KD was getting low. Seriously, people, if you're that worried about KD, join a clan and play COD. And even then you'll realise your KD don't mean two shits. You're just about to win. And that's what I'm saying. Play it and enjoy it. If you get too caught up with KD, you're taking it too seriously and you're cutting yourself, the joy and the fun that is competitive gaming or multiplayer gaming when it comes to Gears of War. It is a highly strategized third-person shooter. Period. It is. But enjoy it and play with your mates. Don't Lancer and retro. Seriously, don't. You know, use it a bit here and there, but not really all the time. It's just not fun. Now here I'm being very stupid and cocky and I get taken down. Nothing wrong with that. Him using the Lancer here, pretty darn good. But as you can see, too much of the Lancer. He should have got me down, turned around, racked to the Nasher and concentrated people rushing up on the hill. That's my little tidbit and advice. Tips and tricks, people. Tips and tricks. But I've only become basically good when it comes to Nasher because I play with good people, as you saw there. Why didn't he die from the first shot, bro? And they've taught me that Nasher is the way to go. Because you can take a hell lot of damage. So there you go, people. Frag it down. Keep it positive. Be good to those that know you. This is my last video that you'll see from the 360, hopefully. You probably won't get another video till Monday morning. And I'll try and work with the webcam and so forth. But I am going to... The next game, I will promise, will be backwards compatibility. Gears of War 3. Elder Succubus is hyped. He's pushing like a religious movement for Gears of War 2. And I'm scared shitless of that because, well, he's going to own me, but I'm going to push it as well. So frag and tag, be good to those that own you. Thanks for your support. I will try and improve my audio here and there. And I catch you mofos on the battlefield. And, man, that was a good game, I must admit. That was a bloody good game.